are building this in parts. So first, we did the first section of our contraption, which is a track with marbles that then goes into a funnel. Originally, we were going to use a piece of wood for the track after the funnel, but what we decided to do was cut a hole in the top of this plastic tube so you can see the marble going through, and it'll drop right from the funnel to the plastic tube, which will eliminate the possibility of it falling off the track. In order to measure how big of a hole we need to cut in this tube, we use these, which are called calipers. And we fit them around this part of the funnel to see the diameter of the hole that we're going to need to cut. We decided to use bungee cords so we can adjust them if we needed to. So I took a block of wood and another piece of wood, and that's what I put my dominoes on. So when the marble comes through the plastic tube, it's going to go and hit the dominoes. Now what I did was I put steep wedges right here because the chair wasn't completely level, so we had to use these to make sure that the board would be flat and the marble would hit the dominoes accurately and would go straight into the dominoes so they would fall down. Okay, so as you saw in that attempt, the marble did not go straight into the dominoes. So what we did was we took two metal barriers, we put them on either side of the dominoes, so hopefully that'll keep the marble from hitting the domino at an angle that won't allow them to fall down properly. As you saw in that trial, the dominoes, we hit the bottom of the domino and it caused it to slip out, which made the dominoes almost fall the reverse way we wanted them to. So now what we're doing is we're trying to have the marble hit the dominoes as soon as it comes out of the tube and see if that will solve our problem. That was our fourth try at getting the dominoes to fall over. Now what we did instead was we elevated the tube over the domino slightly so the marble will hit the domino at the top when we release it and it comes down the tube. So we're going to see how that works. Originally, I was going to use a can here to roll down the inclined plane and through the chute. But what I realized is a ball rolls much more efficiently than a can. So I replaced this with a ball so that it will roll down the track and our work will be a lot easier rolling down the inclined plane. As an idea, I made a depression in this wedge here, the inclined plane, so that possibly, if this ends up working, the dominoes will fall over and hit the marble, which will then roll down the inclined plane into a cup, which will be attached to a pulley system, which will activate our next step. So let's see if this works. My original idea was to have a can roll down a chute, and hit the lever. But what I realized was the logistics were too difficult. So my idea was to make a mechanism that allows a ball to hit a string, releasing it, which will release the metal bar, and when this pops up, the can itself will open. Okay, so we built our pulley system, and now we're going to test it out to see if it works from here. First attempt at attaching the tube to the lever. This is attempt 2 at connecting the plastic tube to the lever. This is attempt 3. Last attempt was successful, however, we shortened the string, hopefully adding power to the end opening of the can. I'm done playing. I'm parched.